Okay, so at this point, I feel the first thing I should mention is you picked this off the ground at a random point.
No, I didn't.
You didn't.
My friend picked it up off the ground at a random point and sold it to me for the equivalent of $2 American.
Oh my gosh.
He was just like, I don't like Mario Kart. Oh, can I have it?
And then
I
you
got
stopped
it.
being friends.
Oh no, we're still friends.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay, fine. But something that I have to say
Do you
before...
come first in every race?
No.
Is this 150cc?
Yes.
Why would it? This is like the hardest Mario Kart, dude.
Here's the thing. It is hard because the controls are all wrong. The physics is all wrong.
I wouldn't say the controls. Well, yeah, the game is
like
very slidey.
Everything is so slidey, so very slidey. I'm like drifting every time I turn. But it's so wrong.
The thing is that it makes up for it because these items are probably the most OP they'll ever be. The only thing that's more OP is the fact
because the shells really do have great tracking.
Yeah, the blue shells don't fly in this game. Okay, actually no, that's this is probably the most OP in general because the red shells I hear
that super precise.
I hear that if you leave them backwards they wait for people and then go after them.
Oh wow, really?
I'm not sure if that's true, but I hear that sometimes. And also because the stages are so small and the mushrooms last a very long time, so you can go super far with them.
Yeah, but as I said, the issue with this is just trying to keep my steadiness.
So shortcuts.
Try to keep my steadiness on these turns, and the fact that the smallest touch on any bottomless pit is just you careening into that bottomless pit.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's very frustrating, especially in the boost stages.
Yeah, I always hate boost stages, but then there's Rainbow Road.
Yeah. And I'd say that's probably like every Rainbow Road is good, except for
I really love that ship, by the way. It just I don't know, it just really pops and just like brings this level together.
I mean, you're talking about a ship. I'm just thinking that even though the
but by the way, Laka 2 takes an eternity.
Oh yes, it takes forever. The racing, the sprites and all of that stuff, it's a bit rough, but like the backgrounds are great in my opinion. I love them. And the music, the backgrounds and music in this game are great. But basically, for me, there's a point where I mastered this game, so that even at, I'm assuming, I'm not sure if I remember it correctly, but I'm assuming that even at 150cc, I could come first in everything except Ribbon Road. Because Ribbon Road is nonsense. Oh. It's so hard, but I could.
Yeah, that's because everybody else gets the boost and you have to struggle.
Yeah, at 150cc, everyone gets every boost. So, but now I can really only do well at 100cc. I can reliably come first at 100, at 150.
Honestly, to me, just like to me, it's 150 or bust every time.
And that's for me for every other game, but in this game I just can't do it. Well, I mean I can, but...
Well, it's one of those things where you're throwing yourself in the deep... I'm throwing myself in the deep end. Because I was not ready for the physics in this game.
Yeah, I remember I played 100 in Mario Kart 7, and after a couple cups I'm like, no, I'm just gonna go to 150.
Yeah, so just like, it's... I got accustomed to it fast enough. But something I like about this is the whole continue system.
Oh, that's good. One thing, and another thing to bring up, before Wii, I'm not sure. I don't like how the points are laid out because the person first just gets super far ahead because they get so much more points compared to later games where it's a bit more equal. I can't remember the exact numbers, but it's nothing like.
Should I play the Communist Manifesto?
Yes, just have that music in the background.
Ah man, this just reminds me of its much harder cousin,
oh, yes,
where the volcano is destroying everything.
You're talking about the volcano, I'm thinking about the very sneakily placed bouncy thing.
No, you know what?
That shoves you back
right, that thing where where you just like, you hit the side and you think it's a wall. No, it hits you into backwards.
Lakeside Park, they knew how to make tracks hard.
No, you know what's hard? Luigi circuits.
I mean...
No, here's the thing. It basically has the equivalent of bananas everywhere, but they're puddles. But the puddles are so small and so blending into the fact that, you know, it's raining and everything, that you will never see them.
Well, I always see the puzzles, but they
Yeah, the
are very
puzzles.
annoying.
Yes.
I always-
And that just shows how much you are seeing.
I always see the puddles, but they are very annoying.
I mean, I know how to stop spinning out in this game, like in most games. So.
But yeah,
Oh yeah, I'm not touching that. You have fun.
This game knew how to make its tracks hard with yeah, I think that's a shortcut right.
No, there is one track, the desert stage, that seems fine, but if you veer even close to the corner, that is a sand pit with a piranha plant who will take his sweet time. He will say his grace before chewing on
Yeah,
you.
yeah. There are some tracks where the desert one and every ice track, even though it has godly music, the music is incredible, but they are so hard, and you basically just accept that you're not going to do well in them.
And the issue is that I have to play as a heavy guys because these guys are can just come back at any point, and you lose coins when you get hit. And if you get hit again, if you get a major hit from any of the racers while when you don't have any coins, you automatically spin out. So the fact is that because of all of that, it's so much harder when I'm still trying to get the hang of things, and then suddenly everyone's bumping me, and suddenly I have no coins, and then Bowser's like.
And that might be the problem for me. When I did well years ago, I always played as Peach or Toad. But no, because of later Mario Kart games, I never play as the lightest character anymore. I usually go in middleweights, so I'm usually playing as Yoshi. So I just go back to this game playing as Yoshi, and probably that's just not for me. I have to just go back to the light character.
Man, I forget which game, but I played a Mario Kart. No, not which game. I forget which stage, but the green shells in one of the stages, just like, I dodged such a bullet.
Block Fort.
Well, no, I mean,
I know you're talking about this game. I'm just referencing the fact that Block Fort is.
dude, when I managed to get the 64 thing working, we can play Block Fort.
Block Fort will
But
be its own
we
series. Not even the Block Fort alone will be its own
But
series.
that means that we either need Lincoln or Wuggles here.
Yeah, well, I personally find even two people as in
I mean, I understand, but dude, the traps, the setups,
64,
all
yeah.
of the things.
All of
You
that-
have to. That's
still works with two.
Yes,
people.
but here's the thing. While it's fine,
It's much better with
it's
more people.
no,
yeah.
why? No, here's the thing. It's fine with two people, but it's explosive once you add more. And knowing the explosiveness that
That's
could
all
be
Mario
happening. Well, no, not all of it.
I mean,
Um,
I'm thinking, because you say that, but Mario Kart DS, when we had 5 people playing Mario Kart DS, it was some of the best time of our lives.
of your life, because every time I try to set up a trap, it's like, okay, I got him right in my, and somebody knocked me as a start, and I fell off the DS stage, because why not?
Yeah, the DS falling off a DS stage is an honor because DS stages are so good.
An honor, really?
Yeah, they're great.
Is this another? That's the game's immersion is making you feel like garbage.
Yes, it's Mario Kart. That's actually the truth. Also, this music's good. I can't get over the music. It's only been 8 minutes, and I've probably sung the praises of the music at least 4 times.
You said it like twice or thrice.
I'm gonna say more than thrice.
Well,
More than
no,
twice.
I'm pretty. Well, if anything, it's 3. But yeah, this just like I was like, okay, I got used to it. I'm still, things are still weird, and people are still bumping into me, and corners are still hard, but I can deal with it. But but here's the thing, Bowser's Castle 2 is where boys become men. Just that is where you can't stand with the. You don't have to be perfect, but you certainly need to be good, because
Just look at that background. That looks amazing. Anyways, continue.
it has its own. That's something you know how I like to say I like 90s aesthetic shows and whatever. There's a certain charm for Game Boy level backgrounds and such.
For me, it's just that certain sprite work. I like certain sprite work more than 3D in general.
Yeah, Game Boy and sometimes SNES. because I think SNES somehow managed to go a little bit too realistic with some certain things in terms of its art.
A lot of people sing the praises of Donkey Kong Country, but I personally, like the art style, I personally didn't love it. The first
Luigi, get the hell away from me.
Oh yeah, Luigi. I have a personal vendetta against Luigi in general in Mario Kart. Where he always seems to
now
do
you can
very
take
well.
out that vendetta in Mario Tennis Aces where he becomes the Dark Lord.
Oh yeah, I didn't see that trailer, but
Oh, well, he becomes the Dark Lord.
I mean that sounds
of
in
tennis.
character with Luigi.
Oh man, just like the fact that it was like, okay, now the story mode's got, because I was like, okay, Nintendo, have you learned after Ultra Smash was such a steaming pile of garbage? I hope we saved that footage. That was great.
Ultra Smash?
Ultra, is that what what's called? The one where you talk about?
Honestly. I don't want to say, I'm starting to say I don't care too much.
Yes,
but
you are.
that's what mediocre games are doing to me.
But it's on the point where just like, with all of that, it's like, have you learned this is story mode just like, I'm gonna be the best, and that's just really going to be it. But no, Luigi becomes the Dark Lord, and we have to go save him, and then there's a whole bunch of interesting dialogue with like the characters, I think, even though Peach is going to be generic, oh, I'm praying for you, Mario, I hope, because here's the thing, Peach in sports games, depending on the game, will either be, oh, let's win, guys, but it's strikers. She is a devil sometimes. She doesn't care about you. And that's why I like strikers, because for some reason everybody's just super intense in that one. Just if you see the losing animations where oh Jesus. Where it's just like if you see the losing animations where like the captains have to confront their teams when they're majorly losing. It's really interesting.
Look at that red shell.
Yeah, it was a trooper, but there was a pit. Imagine if it boosted with the thing.
Because I'm sure I've seen red shells in the air before, but I'm not sure if it's been this game or like DS or something.
Okay, Toad, you will ruin the day.
Oh, Toad's so annoying in this game.
Wow, I didn't even think I actually did that. I was just like, I know I'm gonna hit him. And did I not just hit Luigi with that?
That's another thing. You can get so many red shells in second and first place.
Yeah, it's just they don't care, but I think Peach is already too far ahead. Yep. And so begins a trend. I had to retry this stage so many times because, as I said, just a smallest spoke on the wheel.
Obviously, she's gonna do well in this cup. That's how it works.
No, well, how it works is that Peach is a cheater in almost every spin-off game ever.
And that too, but I mean, the person whose cup it is always does well. The persons who have tracks in the cup always do well.
But now it's time for cheese!
I wanted to say that Cheeseland came back in a later game, but that was a mod.
Yeah, I was going to say that was a mod.
And it was a good mod. That was a very good reimagining.
It was a good mod.
Awful.
No, it was good.
I mean, I'm saying awful, but I would have made that pun.
Yeah, so shut up. But yeah, Cheeseland, it's just so endearing.
There's always unexplained stuff.
Yeah, but here's my question. I think this is a reference to the fact that the whole moon's made out of cheese, right? Isn't that it?
There's a moon in the sky.
Exactly. That's what I was like. That's what I always thought. It's like, so if we're on the moon, what's that?
Yeah. The thing is, there always felt to be something extra about the silliness.
Whoa! Did you see that? That scared me.
There always seems to be something extra about the silliness of Mario Kart and Super Circus tracks. Like, this is just a whole land of cheese, and there's cheese as far as the horizon. There are mountains of cheese.
Which, according to Rufus, is the meaning of life.
I mean, that's true. Mario Kart is a very philosophical game, so I don't blame them. But I'm sure
I hate the fact that you guys only wanted to play Mario Party whenever I wasn't there. But whenever I was there, like, hey guys, Mario Party, like, yeah, we want to play Mario Kart forever and ever.
Well, I do want to play Mario Kart forever and ever, but I do like playing Mario Party.
Did you see that? How did he get so far ahead? Whatever. But yeah,
how
just
did
like
he get so far ahead is the definition is an alternate name of Mario Kart.
But yeah, just with the whole thing, just like you guys.
I might want to sneeze. I'm not sure.
Yes.
I'm feeling it. So just there's that heads up.
Okay. So, yeah, this is it. Where boys become men.
I mean, Bowser castles in general are always special in my.
But there are like
as far
4
as-
in this game.
Well, there's like 8, counting the special cups. But basically, I don't know why. As far as recurring stages go, I always look up for the Bowser castles because they always seem to be the most interestingly designed.
Well, interestingly designed, but the aesthetic is almost always the same. So, which is why I would have preferred like. Is there a Mario Kart where they focus more on the dark aspect?
The dark.
Not when I mean dark, I don't mean light. I mean, oh wow. Okay, when I mean dark, I don't mean in terms of lighting. I mean, like because Bowser's castles aren't, well, most of them usually have lava in it, but there's like, especially in the older ones, like there's a whole bunch with like darkness and such. By the way, that was a roulette I was rolling there. If you land on the side, there is practically a 50% chance it will just boot you to the lava.
Yeah, I saw that. It's like, oh, this guy is living on the edge.
Either way. And
I don't think anything follows that dark aspect. I think
because I think that'd be really interesting, honestly.
Well, actually, I'm not sure. I do know that this game, the ones in this, I think a couple of them seem closer to Yoshi's Island aesthetics. A couple of.
How did you guys all miss? Just like all 3 of them were going in his direction, but he swerved to the right immediately. But where did the red shell go?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Either way, I managed to win enough, so that's not an issue.
I'm bobbing my head at this music.
No, you're not. Oh, now you are.
No, I always was.
Oh. I don't know what to say about that. In addition, you know, it'd be funny if these guys just like turned on us. Just immediately. Then again, Bowser has such a sense of honor when it comes to go-karting, which I love that they reference that in Color Splash.
Oh, that's cool. Like, a Color Splash.
Color Splash's writing is one of the greatest written things I've seen. Just out of the thing. It's too bad that the system, because of them wanting to differentiate themselves from the other
I
series.
feel like history will probably be kinder to Color Splash.
Yeah, it will.
The future, history, one of the two.
Yeah.
Whatever those phrases.